Aloha. This is a brief video for the class Programming Language Theory, ICS 313, which is a class at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. This class talks about scanning. This video, rather, talks about scanning in the particular context of an assignment for that class. And in particular, we're looking at a homework assignment where you take a string of input. Since the assignment lets you use whatever programming language you want, whatever is easiest to get a string of input from the user in that language, use that. If you're using C++, you'd use CN, the standard input. If you're using PHP, maybe you've got a text field on an HTML page. If you're running a JavaScript interpreter, then you'd use the console input. This string is lowercase alphabetic characters, ASCII only. You can accept uppercase, but uppercase and lowercase are the same. Doesn't make any difference to the input or output. White space, space, tab, return, new line, all of those are ASCII. Those are all white space characters. Digits, 0 through 9, again, still just ASCII, and periods. No other punctuation, no other symbols, no Unicode, nothing else. If your implementation finds something else in the string, that's an error. The string is structured as a series of statements. Each statement starts with the simple letter I, followed by at least one white space character. Note that I doesn't have to be at the beginning of a line. It can be anywhere as long as it's got white space on either side of it. With one exception, you can start the string with just an I with no white space before it, but definitely white space after it. The rest of the statement is a series of words, each separated by white space. And there's 4 different kinds of words in this language. This language is based on the constructed language, the artificial language meant to be used by humans called Lojban, that is similar to predicate calculus and thus very similar to Prolog, which is exactly what we're doing in this assignment. In this simplified version of Lojban, we have 4 categories of words. First is short words. In Lojban, these are called shmavo. That is a consonant followed by a vowel. So in this simplified form, only 2 characters, and there must be white space on either side. The first character has to be a consonant. The second character has to be a vowel. The next category is predicate words. In Lojban, this is a bigger, more complex category called Brivla, but here we're limiting ourselves to the simple category called Gizmo, which is exactly 5 letters arranged in either consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, or consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Again, with white space, at least one white space character on either side. The next category of words in this simple language is numbers, a series of digits consistent with how you would define number literals, integer literals in most programming languages. You can't have leading zeros, so 007 isn't a number, but 1003 is. And that means you can use whatever is the easy way to turn a string into an integer in your programming language, almost certainly. Again, there must be a white space character on either side. The last category of possible words is names. These are at least 3 characters long, and the first character and the last character must be periods. Every other character in the string must be a letter. So it could be a period followed by a letter followed by a period. It can be a period followed by any number of letters followed by a period, numbers, not other periods, in between the 2 periods. And again, there has to be white space on either side. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your string of input and break it into words separated by white space. And then for each word, you're going to figure out what it is, doing something different depending on what you actually have. If your word is a number like 2024, you've got a number and you can turn that into a number. If the word is the letter I by itself, you have the start of a statement. If the word is a consonant followed by a vowel, it's a short word. If the word is a pattern of 5 letters that fits the CV, CCV, or CCV, CV pattern, you've got a gizmo. And if it fits a pattern where it's two periods bracketing a list of one or more letters, then you've got a name. So that gives you the beginning of scanning, which we're going to talk about in more detail in another recording.